the global trade landscape is changing. A new trade war is brewing, this time between China and Canada. This conflict, while seemingly bilateral, has implications for the entire world. It highlights the increasing tensions in international trade and the complex interplay of economic and political interests. At the heart of this dispute lie tariffs, those often used tools of economic warfare. Canada, in October 2024, imposed significant tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles, steel and aluminium. This move, while seemingly targeted, was seen by China as a direct challenge to its growing economic might. The Canadian government justified its actions by citing concerns over unfair Chinese trade practices. They pointed to government subsidies that they argued gave Chinese companies an unfair advantage. However, the timing of the tariffs, coming amidst broader global trade tensions, suggested a more complex geopolitical calculation. This brewing trade war has sent ripples of uncertainty throughout the global economy. It underscores the fragility of the existing trade order and the potential for further escalation. As we delve deeper into the timeline of this conflict, the role of the United States, and the potential global ramifications, a clearer picture of this new trade war will emerge. The seeds of this trade war were sown in late 2024. In October, Canada announced a 100% surtax on Chinese electric vehicles. This was coupled with tariffs on steel and aluminium imports from China. These moves signaled a hardening stance against China's trade practices. In March 2025, Beijing announced retaliatory tariffs on Canadian products. These included tariffs on key agricultural exports like rapeseed oil and peas. Additionally, China imposed tariffs on pork and aquatic products from Canada. This tit-for-tat exchange marked a significant escalation in the trade dispute. China's reaction to Canada's tariffs has been calculated and strategic. While Beijing has responded with its own set of tariffs, it has carefully chosen its targets. The focus on agricultural products, for instance, appears designed to inflict economic pain on specific Canadian sectors while minimizing damage to China's own economy. This measured approach reflects China's growing sophistication in using trade as a lever of influence. It understands the interconnected nature of the global economy and the potential for collateral damage. Therefore, its actions are carefully calibrated to exert pressure on Canada without triggering a wider trade war. China's retaliation also highlights its determination to defend its interests on the world stage. No longer content with being a passive player in the global trade system, China is increasingly willing to use its economic weight to shape the rules of the game. This assertive stance is a departure from China's traditional approach to trade disputes. It signals a new era in which China is no longer afraid to engage in economic statecraft to achieve its objectives. This shift has significant implications for the future of global trade and the balance of power in the international system. Section 4. The US factor fueling the fire. The escalating trade tensions between China and Canada cannot be viewed in isolation. The US has played a significant role in shaping the current global trade landscape. Its trade war with China created a climate of uncertainty and distrust. The US has also inserted itself into the China-Canada trade dispute. In March 2025, Washington imposed tariffs on goods from Canada and Mexico. These actions have further complicated the situation and raised tensions. The US role extends beyond its own actions. Its rhetoric has emboldened other countries, like Canada, to take a more confrontational approach. This has contributed to a broader atmosphere of protectionism and economic nationalism. The US aims to reassert its economic dominance and counter China's influence. However, these actions have destabilized the global trade order and created new points of friction. Section 5. Global impact and future outlook. The trade war between China and Canada, exacerbated by the actions of the United States, has sent shockwaves through the global economy. Businesses are grappling with uncertainty, supply chains are being disrupted, and consumers are facing higher prices. The interconnected nature of the global economy means that these effects are not limited to the countries directly involved. The conflict has also damaged trust and cooperation between nations. The rules-based trading system, already under strain, is being further eroded by these actions. This raises concerns about a future where trade is increasingly weaponized, leading to a more fragmented and less prosperous world. The future of this trade war remains uncertain. The possibility of a negotiated settlement exists, but it would require significant concessions from all sides. Given the current political climate and the entrenched positions of the countries involved, such an outcome appears unlikely in the short term. The more likely scenario is a protracted trade war with periods of escalation and détente. This would prolong the current economic uncertainty and further damage the global trading system. The world is watching closely, hoping for a resolution but bracing for a future where trade wars become the new normal.